Welcome back to my channel. Just Shauna here to talk about some friggin' books. I filmed a tag the other day when I filmed my video about my rating system, like an update about my rating system, but it was super half-assed, and I ended up, once I got the questions and was reading through them, I realized that I didn't really have interesting answers for it. So I picked a different tag today, and hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Even though I look not as great today, it's fine. I was just out and about walking around. I actually discovered a used bookstore that is very nearby to the hotel, and my coworker and I went and walked there, but they were closing in like 5 minutes from when we got there. It's Sunday, so I was like, I'll come back at another time. So I'll probably go back tomorrow and grab a couple of books there. The tag that I'm doing today is the Dilemmas of a Book Nerd tag, and I was tagged by Capri about 12 years ago. I will have her video linked down below, and you guys should definitely check her out. She is just the cutest, like the most adorable person ever. I love her. Dilemma number 1, book storage. How do you store and organize your books? So, you guys know from normal videos where I've got my books behind me, I store them on my bookshelves. And I do mine by category, or like by genre. And I feel like I need to do an updated bookshelf tour soon, because I've changed it quite a bit and added lots of new books that I've gotten this year. Dilemma number 2 is tracking. How do you keep track of the books that you own and the books that you read? So for books that I own, I use Book Buddy, an app, and it's fucking amazing. Definitely check it out if you are looking for a virtual bookshelf like tracker or organizer. You can do all kinds of things with it that I don't do necessarily. You can put your star ratings on there, mark some of your favorites, but so on and so forth, all these different things. I do keep track as much as I can of read versus unread, so that I have a running, immediate list of how many books are on my shelves that I have not read. You just scan the barcode, the ISBN, and it pops it right up. And sometimes for mass market paperbacks, if they're older, it will not be accurate. They must reuse those? I don't really know, because I've scanned a few of those and it comes up with some totally random book. So then you can just manually enter it, and then you can mark them as read or unread and do tons of different things with it. But it's amazing, so that if you're ever at the bookstore and you're like, shit, do I have that book already? I can't remember. Just pull it up on your app and you're good to go. And then, you guys know, because I literally just did a video about it, and I assume it's up already, about my Google spreadsheet that I use for keeping track of the books that I read. I do also use Goodreads very heavily as far as keeping track and keeping things on shelves and giving star ratings and all that, but I also have my Google Sheet to keep track of way more details, and I don't know, I like having spreadsheets. Dilemma number 3, borrow. Do you lend your books out? And mostly no. I mean, my boyfriend will grab some, but he lives there, so it's not leaving the house. And there's a couple of times where I've offered to my best friend to borrow a book, but she usually doesn't take me up on it anyways. And I don't love lending my books out because they might not ever come back, and that's no good for me. Dilemma number 4, buying. How do you buy or acquire your books? So I don't do book buying a crap ton, I don't think. I mean, it's all relative, right? To some people, they might be like, holy shit, you buy all the books. And other people might be like, girl, that's cute. I do consistently buy books throughout the year. I'm not doing one big summer haul and spending a bunch of money all at once. And I almost never buy books brand new unless I'm pre-ordering a book, or if I missed a pre-order and it's a new release that I'm heavily anticipating, I will buy it. And I have learned that I don't like buying new books, because I've been burned too many times where I spend $20 on a new book that I think I'm gonna love, and then I don't love it. So I really only buy new books if it's part of a series that I know I already enjoy. Sometimes that doesn't work out either. Dark Dawn. Or an author that I know I love. And again, sometimes that doesn't always work out. Slayer. But yeah, I mostly buy my books used, and I do unhauls pretty frequently, and so I will take those to the local used bookstores, get store credit, and use some of that to buy new or used editions of whatever books I want. And then also on Amazon. I do buy quite a few books on Amazon. They're cheaper. Don't fucking shame me. Yeah, I'll always get used essentially from there. But that's generally how I acquire books. People don't buy me books a crap ton. Probably the person that buys the most books for me is Elle. Dilemma number 5, comments. How do you respond to the "how do you read so much" comment or similar comments? I guess I don't really get that a crap ton, but if I do get comments like that, I don't know, I have more free time than I feel like a lot of people my age do. Like some of my friends who are married and have children and whatnot, I'm like, I have a lot more free time. Also, reading is just a passion of mine. I've always loved reading, so I make time for it. I prioritize time for it. Dilemma number 6, next book. How do you pick your next read? For me, it is essentially entirely mood. Dilemma number 7, travel. How do you pick what book or books you're taking with you on a trip? And again, mood, entirely mood, or what I'm reading like currently if I'm not finished. I mean, on this trip, I brought my Kindle. I brought, they're all stacked up right here, holding the camera up. Mythology by Edith Hamilton, which I've been slowly reading for like a year. The Once and Future King by T.H. White. A Journey to the New World, The Diary of Remember Patience Whipple. Empty Mansions, a nonfiction one I'm reading. A Sorcery of Thorns, and then my Kindle. So I brought a shit ton of books. And I finished 2 already, so hey, that's cool. Dilemma number 8, annotate. Do you write in or mark up or highlight your books in any way? And I really don't. Sometimes I'll use the colored tabs to indicate like I loved this or I hated this or whatever. But I don't really write in my books a whole lot. Mostly just, I don't know, I don't have any aversion to writing in books. I have before. But for the most part, I just find that it distracts me from the reading experience. Dilemma number 9, new or backlist. What do you prefer, new releases or backlist books? And I read a pretty fair amount of both, I would say. I don't know. Dilemma number 10 is sequels. Do you read books as they are released or wait for an entire series to be finished before you start it? Pretty much as they're released. The only way I think I wait is if I'm not waiting, I just don't discover a series until after it's already all completed and published, which I do prefer that. I just don't have the patience to make myself wait. If I read the first book in a series and I really love it, like I'm reading what's available now, and then I'll just have to wait as they come out. And if I don't know, if there is a book series that I think I'm gonna love, I don't want to wait until it's all done to try it, I guess. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't have the patience. I really wish I did, because I love when a book series is completed and I can just binge the fuck out of it. So that is much preferred, because my memory will fade a lot if it's like a year or so. Like the Aeronaut's Windlass, I'm 100% gonna have to read again, because the first time I read it was in 2017, and I don't know when the next book is coming out. Next year, maybe not until 2021. I have no idea. I'm hoping next year, but that's a long time. And I remember like 2 character names, and that's it. And I remember the general plots, but I don't remember the details at all. And like I don't remember the character relationships that happened like at all. So I'm gonna have to give that a reread, which I'm not mad about, because I love that book. And that is all for the tag. I don't have the energy or brain capacity to tag people right now, so if you want to do it, you're fucking tagged. Since I'm traveling right now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Where is the last place that you have traveled to, and what was it for, and did you enjoy it? As always, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.